Hey y'all, it's that Mother effing podcast back again with another episode review for BMF season 2, episode 7. What y'all think of the episode?
It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. It's getting better and better each episode. Seemed like
Yeah, it's getting better. We kind of saw the Mickey getting kidnapped. I kind of knew that was probably gonna be Bryant, Detective Bryant. So you know,
Right, you did say
right, right.
that the last
yeah.
time we spoke because I was thinking that it was possibly Meech. And you was
Mm,
like, no, you thought it was Detective Brian. I can't believe he left him in that car as long as he did.
that's crazy.
Bro
Definitely.
was tripping, man. I can't wait till they catch his ass slipping, bro. For real, for real.
Well,
Yeah.
we know in a sense they really ain't gonna catch him slipping because we seen him, take them down. Um, and towards the end when they showed the little snippet of what's gonna happen in the future.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I hope something happened to his ass though.
Yeah, maybe to, the woman that he's uh, working with since now they're starting to, have a little romance bud
Right,
off
hell
right
yeah.
now. Um, because it's funny because yeah, we saw that coming, but it's just weird. It's just a weird, like combination, like
That's
them
a,
two
a,
together.
a hell of an awkward couple, bro. Like
Yeah,
when I seen the scene, I'm like, bro, that shit don't even look right, bro.
right. It's just a little weird. You seen the son the way he looked at them, like he wasn't feeling it.
Yeah.
Right, right.
But they got
Hmm.
they
Yeah,
got some kind of chemistry or something going on, so it's probably gonna work. Maybe for a while, but we won't know till the future.
Well, she was on his side with, what he did. She's sticking beside him. So,
yeah. They did the little crooked ass shit where they took the little mixed and switched it out. So now
Yeah.
I hope they end up getting caught for that. That's what I hope.
hmm yeah, even so, we know ain't nothing real bad gonna happen. If they get caught for that, the question is, would he put that on her?
I don't know because we sure didn't see her in the end. I don't think. I don't remember seeing her in that little snippet where they ended up busting him in the end.
Right,
Nah.
So I don't know.
right.
And I'm quite sure that if she was around or alive or not locked up, she would have been part of that. Or still in the police academy, or still in the police force. She would have been part of that.
Right.
Right.
So I guess we'll see, what happened with that. Now, when T's baby mother was taking all his belongings and etc. At first, I'm like, what is she doing with this? Is she trying to set him up or what? I kind of really had no
I
idea that
thought
she
that
was
too.
going to a psychic, you know.
Hmm.
And
Right,
so,
right.
do y'all believe she really pregnant? Because she didn't even take a pregnancy test.
I don't think she's really pregnant.
I don't
I
know.
think
She might be, but I don't know.
I think he's just finding a way to trap T and staying with his family and all that because she had a feeling that he was cheating, and of course Detective Bryant came at her with all that evidence, pictures and stuff like that. So it's out in the open now at this point.
Did she ever feel that he was cheating?
I think that she felt like he was disloyal in some type of way. He wasn't spending time with her and her family as much. He kept on leaving, and he was trying to get back into the game. So she may have felt like he may have been possibly stepping out, possibly.
I just don't remember her ever saying that.
Yeah, I don't think she knew about it until because the way she
Yeah,
broke down when he brought her the pictures, it was like she didn't know that.
right. I don't think that she thought that he was, cheating, that she just thought that maybe he didn't want to be with her.
Yeah,
That's what I was thinking. Um, but I mean, I don't know. I could be wrong, but that was my thought process of it. But I mean, she went to the damn extreme with it. Like, I don't know if that's what they did back, in the 80s or whenever this was, but like that was, ridiculous to go to the extreme that she did. And he even said there, he was like, get a pregnancy test. And she's like, by the time I do that, something, I don't remember exactly what it was, but for some reason I do feel like he had 2 kids with one of his, baby mothers. So maybe they did have another child, but I guess we'll see what happened with that. And it's so crazy because I had thought about this the other day, how, you know, with him and Markeisha, and Markeisha, is like, oh, can we go to your house? Like, oh, you can't basically take care of me and my family. Like, I feel like a lot of times that we are really forgetting that this dude is like really still in high school. You know,
Yeah,
like
Yeah.
you expecting this little boy. Now, mind you, he gonna have the money. You know what I'm saying? But you're expecting him to be doing these grown man things. And this boy is really still like in high school. Like, Markeisha, how old are you? This is rape right now. Like,
We're not sure if he's 18 or not. Like the age thing, like we just don't know the official ages
right.
and the years of what everything that happened. He could be 18 right now or something.
yeah,
Let me
but
see. I know he's probably in his
he
last year of
doesn't
high
strike me as the type that stayed a year back or
school.
something
Yeah,
like that. He's a
I mean,
smart boy, and you saw the teacher came to the home to give him work to help him catch up, and he said he was dropping out. So,
Right.
if anything, 17.
you got to think about the Midwest. The Midwest during that time, I know sometimes they may have started school late according to their birthdays. So you could be 18 and still be a senior in high school, basically. You say if his birthday was in November, December, and he turned 18 during that time, or January. He could still be 18 at this point. That's what I'm basically saying. And on
I
the verge
feel
of
you.
graduating.
It's just even if he just turned 18, you're a grown woman
Yeah,
with 2 kids.
yeah.
Like, what you
It's
expecting this dude to do? Luckily he's, in BMF. You know what I'm saying? So he's gonna have the funds, but I just am like, what are you expecting this dude to do for you? But that was a
Yeah,
thought
yeah.
process of mine, with that.
I know
Um,
one thing. B Mickey finna be. Hey, he finna be on a whole nother level now. They done pissed his ass off. His mama gone. Shit.
yeah.
yeah.
He's about to see his
In
wrath.
my mind, I was thinking that he's probably gonna try and get payback on the cop.
Oh yeah, Detective Bryant. Yeah, that's coming. He's gonna try to set him up or
Yeah,
do something.
Maybe
Because
he's gonna harm his son.
probably.
that's a good
Either that
point.
or when he find him, he get to like we was just saying. We ain't see the other officer with him, detective with him. So he might end up trying to kill him, but kill her instead.
Kill her instead. Yeah.
Maybe he'll see that they were dating and in a relationship, and he'll try and take her out to hurt
Because
him.
B Mickey met her once. Remember, she followed him or something to B
Right,
Mickey's apartment. So he does know of her, and they know they work together. He knows they
right,
work together. So possibly that could be the case.
right. And we see how Meek is not mad with B Mickey. He's
No,
like,
he's not.
at least he told.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
at
he's
least he.
still basically, messing with him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Hmm.
It'd be kind of hard for me to. I wouldn't be able to trust dude.
All right.
Still after that, because I mean, you was still doing it the whole time, even though you eventually came clean. But hell no.
No, I feel you on that, but he
Yeah.
seemed like he forgiven him. He definitely seemed like he forgiven him.
Yeah,
Um, so they go to Columbia. Well, wait a minute, let's talk about this too. Let's talk about Lamar coming into the church with the dog. Like,
something wrong with that dude, man.
yeah. Like, what did you
Yeah.
think that he was gonna do? And then the pastor had to show him, like, listen, I ain't playing. He put out that gun. And I'm thinking, like, that's the
I ain't
wrong
gonna lie,
person to
that
pull a
that shit
gun out on.
that shit was corny as hell though. I ain't gonna lie.
He was
But
bad. He
still,
was,
like, that's the wrong person to pull a gun out on. But luckily, all them people were there.
yeah.
So nothing was going to happen, you know. But then I was surprised, too, that after he pulled that gun out, that the people were still, you know, like, amen, amen. You know what I'm saying? Instead of looking at him like, what do you do
What
with
the
that?
hell? Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Because
I was kind of
I think they
surprised.
knew. I think they knew that he was originally from the streets. You know,
Right.
he was in
Probably
gang
so.
and all that stuff. So they kind of know that once he switched over, that he may have some, you know, some flashbacks and may want to try to step up or something like that, do something like that.
Right. Speaking of the church, you know, it was so disrespectful when the detective came and dropped his cigarette
Yeah.
and
Facts.
what they were drinking. That was just so disrespectful, like
Mm.
to the max.
That's
I
why I
was
say I
just,
want them to get that motherfucker, bro. Like they gotta get him somehow, some way.
yeah,
Hmm.
they're gonna. I don't. They're gonna have to hurt. Just like y'all just said, they got to hurt somebody around him because we're gonna see him in the future, in that future
Right.
clip. So they got to hurt somebody around him. His family, his son, or his partner, probably his partner.
Yeah,
What's her name? Detective Jen. Probably her.
yeah. All right, so they go to Colombia, and that girl was sitting at the bar to be a setup. Um, Once they get to the room, they immediately rob him. At first, I was like, I didn't really think it had anything to do, you know, with the Colombians that he came there to see. But then, you know, it made sense. Like, of course, that's what they would do. You know, check him out, see what's going on there, you know, see if he brought weapons, you know, brought what they needed, etc., and get all the
Mm-hmm.
information that they can get out of him. But I think it was crazy that, I mean, I guess in a sense they had to do it, but I think it was crazy that they took on, you know, K9's debt. And then I also thought it was crazy that K9 was just like, okay, it's cool.
Yeah, yeah. His I think was that his cousin or somebody who
Yeah.
tried to kill
Yeah,
Meech and Terry. He tried to shoot at him.
yeah. His cousin tried to set him up.
Cousins tried to set him up and all that. So that was interesting
Yeah.
too. Also, but yeah, I'm surprised K9 didn't really try to do anything to Meech Terry. I was surprised about that.
All right.
You know, K9 was
Especially
like,
because he
"You a
went behind
boss."
his back.
Yeah, he went behind his back and did it. Like K9 hurt people for a lot less. He killed
Facts.
people for a lot less.
He just
He
shot
shot
his eye.
yeah, he shot yeah. So he's done a lot of hurt. He's done a lot of things, but like for Meech and Terry, he's like, okay, you boss now. That's it. Like I didn't really. It shows you
Hey,
how crazy it can be too.
ain't the Colombian they met? Ain't wasn't that Pablo Escobar or supposed to be Pablo Escobar?
I don't know.
Because I don't know if I watched the right one, but it was something. A girl was talking about how they was dealing with Pablo.
For some reason, I
Meech and
think I heard that before as well, but I don't know for a fact.
because I mean that was the biggest. He was the biggest dude in Colombia at the time that they started selling drugs. So that's the only person I could.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know for a fact, but I wouldn't be surprised. I definitely would not be surprised. Um, what are we missing?
Do y'all want to talk about Charles getting caught? He
Oh yeah,
caught up
yeah,
in the.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Hey,
He kind of played it.
Charles.
He saw Meech, but he kind of played it smooth. The girl got in the way, and then he just dipped out. He just
Hey,
disappeared.
he almost shit on himself when he seen these dudes. Like, oh shit, yeah, you
Yeah,
got caught, bro.
he
He
got
was
caught, but
so scared. Remember when he walked into Terry's room? He was
yeah.
like, "Talk to your
You
brother."
talk to your brother yet? Yeah.
Yeah,
You talk to your brother yet?
like he was so nervous. But I was really surprised that Meech had said to him, like, you know, I mean, I was surprised, but I wasn't, you know,
Yeah.
but when he came to Meech was cool. He was cool as a fan. Like you over there, Charles, being worried, nervous, and the whole time Meech is like, "What's up? What's good?" He's like, "Man, I'm surprised you was able to stay with one woman all this time."
You know
He's like,
what?
Yeah,
"Listen," he's like,
You
"My
got
I
mother been through too
I
much."
think
Like,
because Meech understood based off of his situation, because
exactly.
he got two baby mamas, so
Yeah, with different
he
women.
can't
Yeah,
really be mad.
can't really be mad. Yep. So he
but
gotta
I feel
understand.
like when it comes to your mother, you can be mad. You know what I'm saying? Like, you
I
can be
understand that too, but then by that being your pops, it's like shit. What I'm supposed to do? Hell, y'all both, y'all my mama. That's my mom and my dad. That's between
mad.
y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's
So
not
the
like he got. It's not like he really got caught cheating. He was just at a strip club with a woman. I mean, to a certain extent, like it's not really. I don't feel like it's really cheating to that extent, because Meech doesn't know whether or not he had sex with that woman, you know.
Like back then in they times, that's not really cheating. From,
Yeah,
like unless you actually caught and stepped out and slept with.
actually,
I mean, even though he did, but they don't know that part yet.
yeah,
I don't know, man. To me, him being a married man, going somewhere with your wife's friend that
yeah,
you did not tell your wife about is can be considered cheating. So I don't know that or how about this? Not so much that it can be considered cheating, it is grounds to think you are cheating
yeah,
because
yeah.
it's inappropriate.
It's
I mean,
inappropriate.
nowadays, yeah, because definitely, even if you go into the strip club, like you technically can say that's cheating because you don't know what the hell can happen in the strip club. You don't know how it's gonna go. So
But
all of that's cheating. But back then,
it's your
back
wife's friend though. Like we got to
yeah,
remember that this woman was over the house for Lucille.
Yeah.
Lucille
right,
invited her to dinner.
Mhm.
Lucille, was having conversations with this woman. Charles wasn't doing all that the way
right,
Lucille was. Charles
right,
just went over there to go fix something for her.
yeah.
So that no matter the way you dress it up, it was inappropriate
Yeah, it was
and
definitely inappropriate.
grounds to make you think something is going on. Whether you did something with her or not, it's a possibility that you will.
Which I mean, he did. So I mean, it's just that she don't none of them know.
Right. I'm
So
Mhm.
yeah,
wondering at this point because, he was supposed to be done the week before. And next thing you know, he's like, "Oh, I'm working late." And now you at the strip club with this woman,
Yeah.
So it's like, I ain't gonna lie, I thought he was gonna see the pastor in the strip club. That's what I thought he was gonna see. I thought it was
And
gonna be the pastor. But
another thing with that whole scene, like I'm just surprised. I guess I'm not too surprised because I guess in the '80s they were doing the same thing. Like if you take a woman to the strip club with you in the '80s too, because I know that's a thing like nowadays do also, but I guess they were doing that back then too.
yeah,
I ain't
but
gonna lie, I didn't know nothing about that back then. Like I ain't never heard of no shit happening like that back then.
I
but
Never.
was kind of a little surprised about that.
also
Go ahead.
too, he didn't take her. To him that was like something he didn't do.
Yeah,
She took him because this
it took
woman
him.
is like ungodly. And when I think about it, we don't even see her in church with them,
No, we
you
don't.
know?
Hmm.
So
They wouldn't. They didn't meet in the church though, did they?
she's like a neighbor or something.
Yeah, she's like a
Yeah, I
neighbor.
didn't think they was in the church, or I didn't think she was in the church with them.
Right.
Yeah,
Like this woman is almost like the devil. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
temptation.
especially for the life that he's living, because like think about it when she was like, "Oh, have you ever had a threesome?" He's like, what kind of person do you think I am?
I ain't no
I'm not
freak
a
of
freak.
you.
Would you
She
so
was calling all the shots with that one little scene. She was trying to
right.
set everything up.
She's getting the girl to, and I'm thinking like, oh, Charles gonna like this, man. This is, a different life for him. So
Yes,
if him and Lucille break up, I'm wondering, are you going to this woman? You gonna be living a couple of houses down from your family now?
Either that or he didn't put a baby in her ass. And because on the documentaries we don't see him. I don't know if he's still alive. I think he's still alive in real life, but we don't see him on the documentary. So
Yeah, we don't.
Yeah, I don't know because I know that they split, from my understanding, kind of um early within like when BMF started or whatever.
So they're
Um,
probably going to split either this season or probably next season. Probably.
oh, they're leading up to them splitting or having a big fallout
I can see that happening.
because he's
yeah,
gonna get caught.
Yeah, do you think
hell
Mitch is
yeah,
going to
There's
say
no
something?
reason for us to keep seeing this storyline.
Y'all think
right.
Mitch is going to say something about this? Or do you think like Lucille's is going to find out?
I
He
think
said
it's
he
gonna be
wasn't.
she find out on her own.
Yeah, she gonna.
Cause I
He
don't think
said he
he.
wasn't. Right.
He said
Yeah,
he
I don't
wasn't.
think he's gonna step to
He
and
could
told her.
still say something. He could still say something though. He could be mad at him about something and be like, nah, forget that. I'm going to say it.
I don't think he don't strike me as that type of person. So I mean, but I've been
Yeah,
wrong before. But
Yeah, we'll see.
but I don't think he's going to. Maybe he might say something slick that makes somebody
Yeah,
give a second look. But I don't think he's just gonna come straight out and tell because, like he said, his mother has been through too much hurt, and he doesn't want to hurt her anymore.
yeah. Because
and
y'all
on top
remember
of
in
that, it
season
seemed
one,
like his pops is
he kind
accepting
of
of it
checked.
now.
His pops accepting what?
Is accepting of what he
Y'all
doing
remember
now.
season
It's
one,
like
he kind of
he
checked
don't
his
really
dad
care.
about paying the mortgage.
Well, at this point now, you really gotta accept what he's doing because he got info on you.
Yeah,
So
Exactly.
you really gotta accept what he's doing
yeah.
because you talking about
And
he doing
remember in
wrong when you doing wrong too.
Facts.
So there ain't nothing that
mm-hmm,
he could really say.
facts. And remember in season one, he did. Remember in season one, he did check his dad. In season one, he was talking real slick to his dad about not having the mortgage being paid on time. He's like, "Yo, this is my house. I helped pay this mortgage. I helped
Right.
do this. I helped do that." So he was talking slick to his dad. So I mean, I want to put it past him. I don't think he will, but I want to put it past him. If they
I'm
get
thinking
like in a
the
heated
dad.
argument, he just brings some. He brings.
I'm thinking the dad ain't gonna say nothing to him really no more about what he doing because
But we also gotta remember about Terry too. Terry might say something, but then it'd be dumb for him to say something. But I mean, hey, he might though.
But I don't
He
think.
might feel some type
I
of
don't
way
think.
about it.
he'd be the
I
one
don't,
to say something. I think
Yeah.
I don't think Terry knows though. Like
he
so,
don't.
Nah,
he
not
don't.
yet.
Not yet. But will Meech tell Terry? Y'all think?
Right. I
They
don't know.
could since they so close, but then again, I don't know. Meech might just be like, "Shit, it is what it is. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm
Right,
trying to make his money."
because he had the opportunity to tell Terry already.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just gonna have to come up. It's gonna have to be a reason for it to come up.
I'm just ready to see what B Mickey finna do, bro. It's finna be boy. Hey,
Yeah, he's about to go off. He's about to go. He's about to go after Detective Brian or Jen. Definitely. That's
Yeah,
definitely
I
gonna
felt
happen.
bad for him with his mother. I felt bad for him, definitely. So what you think when Terry's baby mother said, "I'm not covering for you anymore"? What you think that meant?
I don't
Um,
know. I really don't really too much remember too much of that part. I just remember him saying something to her and then kind of messing with her and then they hugged and shit. But I don't really remember too much of what they was talking about though.
well, I mean, she know that he's in the drug game, so
Right.
maybe
And
this is not her first time.
they
Maybe this
tried
is
to
not her first
threaten
time.
her and say they was gonna put charges out on her.
Yeah, maybe she got questioned before in the past. I mean, we don't 100% know. So
But
she
she
could have
doesn't
been.
know anything. So that's a
Yes,
good thing
yeah.
because he doesn't tell her anything.
Mm-mm.
So there's really nothing that she could say except for, yes, he's selling drugs with this person. Other
He
than
knows
that,
the
what can he
family
say?
thing.
What could you say?
Yeah, Black Mafia family, but I don't really think that she's involved in any type of way, even behind the scenes with anything that they got
She's
going
not.
on.
She doesn't know anything. He never talks to her about that.
Nah.
He never
Mm.
talks to her about that. So, I don't know. I think even if she was to say something, there's really nothing that she could say.
She can't really say anything too much. What do y'all think is gonna happen next? Besides, we already talked about B. Mickey getting revenge on Detective Brian and Jen, but what else? What else do we think is gonna happen?
I'm curious to see when they going back to Atlanta, man.
Well, I'm thinking next episode we're gonna get more into um Meek's. I can't think of the baby mama, the second baby mama, which is Cash Doll. We're gonna get into her plan of what she's gonna try to do with Lamar.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, because she started it when she invited him over, saying, "Okay, now you are the real father." Even though we
Right.
know
Right.
she lying.
I
yeah.
So
also want to know who else are they putting into that Lamar character besides the dude that we know, because it's got to be somebody else. Because the dude that had the interview on Vlad, he just seemed like he was just laid back. Like he'll snap when he need to, but
right.
he laid back. But he
Well,
don't seem crazy like Lamar. He's like Lamar's fucking snap at any second. You know what I'm saying?
if you watch the BMF documentary, that is how they explained him to be very crazy. To
Man, I
be
don't know about that.
to be very
Unless he
foolish.
was just, unless he knew how to just keep his calm now, like recently, like because he old and shit. But other than that, it didn't
And I
seem like they was two different people.
Well, I think that's what it is. I think that and the fact that he knows that he was being recorded,
Mhm.
so I really think that he was able to show us a different side of him, because I'm sure, there's a crazy side and then there's a side that is not so crazy. And by him just sitting here having a conversation, he's thinking back to this, he's laughing about it. You know what I'm saying? And he's, saying, well, this is what they say I did, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So he's not really taking accountability for a lot of those crazy things that they say he did.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
you know
So,
they're
but
gonna exaggerate stuff on the show too. Come on, we know that.
You
right,
said what
but
now?
I say they're gonna exaggerate the characters
Oh
somewhat
yeah,
on the
hell
just
yeah.
based on the truth. We always see that at the beginning of each show. So
Right,
right.
hell yeah.
But also, like I said in the documentary, everybody expressed that he was crazy,
yeah,
that he was somebody to be feared, and that a lot of people were scared of him. So I think they are, depicting him the right way, but they're just not really showing us the things that he did. They're
yeah.
just showing us seeing a crazy man on the TV screen. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Versus the
Right, right.
actions that he did that made him crazy. Like we see some of the actions that he did, but overall, we're seeing more of just like a man that's like messed up in the head.
Yeah, they're
We're
making it
not
seem like
seeing,
he dumb, just a dumb dude. But
yeah,
he has some sense to him. Like
right, right,
Well, we could tell the way his short relationship was with the dog. I mean, he showed some type of emotion when when the dog was was about to died and everything. He wanted to try to save the dog. But
hmm
so we saw a little bit of his human side to a certain extent with that short relationship. But
right,
another point I wanted to bring up was Monique's cousin, who I think she went to Morris Brown. You saw her when she was braiding her hair. She's 16 and was going to Morris Brown.
right.
That's in Atlanta.
That's in what?
Atlanta.
Right,
So that could be a future connection with Meech in the Atlanta with the Atlanta group and all
right,
that. So I think she's in college or something. So
right.
I remember him having that look on her like, yeah, she could possibly work with him in BMF to a certain extent. I don't know.
I
I
don't know if
saw
that was the look. I felt like she was looking at him like she wanted to, you know, get with him in a sense. And he was
okay.
looking at her like, what you looking at me like that for?
Okay.
yeah,
That was the way I took that.
He was thinking. I think that there was a reason why Monique brought up Morris Brown in Atlanta and all that. And you know he's trying to eventually move to Atlanta or start a business in Atlanta. I think it may be in future seasons, maybe next season or so, that connection may take place. You know,
Oh, I'm
her on
I'm sure, but I don't think that his thoughts,
stuff
I
like
don't
that.
think he had any thoughts on, doing business with this girl. I think that his look to her was like, why are you looking at me like that?
Mm,
Like he felt something weird there. That's how I took it.
okay.
Especially I remember his face when she walked away and he turned and he looked at her kind of like
Like, what the hell?
yeah, it was like a what the hell look. Because she was acting extra friendly.
Yeah.
If you ever need anything, if you ever whatever, hit me up. And I was thinking like, girl, why is she talking to your baby daddy like that? So I don't know.
You know they throw little lines in that for a reason. Saying that she was in Morris Brown in Atlanta. They may have an Atlanta connection. That's all I'm saying. You know.
Oh, I'm sure it did. They don't, mention it for no reason. I'm sure it did. But I just, even if that is what is to come, I don't think that that was his thought process at all.
Okay.
Plus, I thought he already had that connection with Monique anyway.
Now I'm saying like a connection on college campuses is to sell the drugs and all that on college campuses and stuff like that. That's what I meant.
I don't know. I feel like he would have that connection with the light skinned dude that.
Maybe have her work for him. That's what I'm basically saying. You know, when she gets a little bit older.
Yeah, I forgot about the light skinned dude too. The little dude that was teaching him how to do all that mixing and shit.
Right, because
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
met their friend on the college campus.
Yeah.
Right.
That's where they was at, the college campus, when they met the light-skinned dude that introduced them to the dude that showed them how to break the coke down or whatever. Not the
Mhm.
coke, but the whatever it is. But so I don't know. Like I said, I'm not saying that it cannot happen, but I don't think that that was his thought process.
Okay.
I'm thinking he was looking at her, like Jodeci said, like, what the heck? Like, why you being extra like this right now? Because she was being real extra.
Yeah. Just ready for the next episode. Building up to the finale.
Yeah.
We got two more before the finale.
Right. 2 more, and
Hell
then we're
yeah.
going straight into Ghost.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm ready for that.
Yep.
Yeah, we all are.
Yep. All right. Yeah. Well, thank y'all for tuning in. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave us a comment, let us know your thoughts, your predictions for the next episode. Thank you guys for watching, and we're out.
All right.